Welcome. It's the first happy hour of 2019. I'm your host, JD Brake. We got a great show. For the first time ever, the man behind the camera steps out in front and is on the show. We also talk about why JD will punch you in the face if you come to work sick, and also some very exciting trainings coming up on this week's happy hour. Okay, this is a very special episode, like I mentioned, for the very first time ever. Our man behind the camera, behind the scenes, doing all these great videos, Tyler Hirschberger, is here on Happy Hour. How are you, Tyler?
I'm doing good, JD.
Good, good. We couldn't find anybody, it sounds like. I had to bring you on.
I guess so.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That sounded really mean, but it didn't mean to be like that. Okay, so first of all, like, what's the deal here with the cameras? I know you do a lot of the shooting around here. Not disgruntled shooting, but camera shooting, films, photography. What's going on here? What do you got?
It just represents what I do here at Jackson Systems. I'm part of the marketing / training team, so we produce a lot of the content for you.
Yeah, you do like pretty much all the training videos, right? You edit them all. You do the live streaming. Man, I hope they pay you a lot because that's pretty valuable to do all that stuff. I just got you raised. What do you think of that?
Good, thank you.
Very valuable. And wait, so what's with the lenses here?
Well, I'm supposed to be drinking something.
Now wait a minute. That's not a lens. Hold on. Wait, is this?
Yeah, that's an actual lens.
This is a lens.
Yep.
Okay. What did you just do? This is a thermos?
Yep.
No way. That's kind of cool. Canium. Okay, I've never heard that before. Now, what's the price difference between this thermos and this lens here?
This is about $2, and this is quite a bit more.
Right. We didn't want to divulge how much the company spent on that. All right. Well, so one of the reasons why you're on here is we've been talking a lot about smart home, and you yourself have your house pretty much tricked out, right? You've got some devices in the home, and we've been hammering this to our contractors, like, you guys got to start talking about it. But in order to talk about it, you kind of got to know exactly how the whole home ecospace works, the ecosystem works. So, like, describe to me your setup at your house. First of all, what products do you have for your smart home? And start with the thermostat so we can talk to the contractors.
Start with the thermostat.
What thermostat do you have?
Well, I have the ecobee 4.
With the Amazon Alexa in it.
Yep,
Nice.
currently on the wall.
Okay. Was that your starting point for all this? When you did smart home products? Is that what got you into it?
That's a really good question.
Well, you're supposed to answer it. Okay.
Yes, yeah. I'm trying to think back of what it all started. It was kind of twofold. It was when I first started working here.
Yeah.
I got the thermostat, but I also started wanting to control my lighting, more specifically my exterior lighting, because I kept on leaving the house and my lights were still on outside.
Right.
Then I'd come home and they were still on, and then all my energy bill was skyrocketing, so I decided, you know what, I need a way to put them on timer.
Yeah.
And then I really kind of jumped down the rabbit hole when it came to smart home stuff.
Nice. Speaking of rabbit hole, for today's drink is Michelob Ultra. I forgot to mention that because, it's a new year. And, want to watch those carbs as everyone's New Year's resolution. So I got something very light that hopefully won't lead down the rabbit hole into heavy, hoppy IPAs like years past. But, yes, cheers. Cheers to that. So, the lighting was a big part of this. Now, wait, what are you drinking out of that thermos, by the way?
Emergen-C, because everyone's sick.
Everyone is sick here. If you're sick, don't come to work. I don't understand why this is such a hard concept. Don't come to work. He has kids. I have kids. Don't come to work if you're sick. Okay, sorry. I had to get that out there. I'm just, because I've been sick already.
Do you feel better now?
I feel better. Like, I was really mad because I got sick too because someone else in our office was sick. We have no windows, so there's no sunlight coming in there, and we're circulating, breathing in all the same air. And so it was just a matter of time before I was sick. Anyways, I digress. Yes, that's our PSA.
Set your soapbox aside?
Yeah, exactly. Gosh, that infuriates me when people show up to work sick. But yes, that's a good call. So your cocktail is an Emergen-C cocktail.
It is.
Which is nice. So back to the lighting and the smart home. So now you've got the ecobee 4.
Yep.
And you've got, what kind of lights? Like Philips or Samsung, or what kind of lights do you have?
So I actually started putting in GE switches. So I already had all the lights. I didn't need to control the actual bulbs themselves. I just wanted to control my light switches. So I went and got a hub first.
A hub. Like, this is not... So you already had the Amazon Alexa as your entry hub, we'll say. Now, the GE, could you tell Alexa to turn on that plug load?
I could.
Okay.
Once I had the actual hub installed. So I have a Wink hub.
Oh, okay. Yes.
And that way I could tie in all of my plugs and my outlets and all that stuff.
Yeah. Look at that. We actually saw this on the shelf. So you got a Wink hub. We don't sell the Wink, so I don't know why we're promoting this, but we're talking about your Wink hub. Yes, anyways, continue.
So once I actually had, the Wink and then all the light switches connected into it, then I could connect Alexa to the Wink itself and control everything through Alexa.
Right. So that's a common misconception, is that you got to get the hub to do the voice commands to then control everything and have your own like scenes. Like, do you have, they call them scenes, where you have a vocal command and it controls multiple parts in the house? Like, do you have anything set? Oh, really?
I do. Yeah. So I have.
What do you have? Tell us your scenes, Tyler.
Tell us some of our. Well, one of the things that we've had programmed is we are pretty strict at bedtime for our kids. Mm-hmm. So at 7...
Two boys?
Two boys.
What are their age?
4 and 2.
What are the names?
Eli and Colin.
Okay.
They're...
This is an interview. I'm supposed to be doing it.
Yeah, so at 7:45, we want to have a signal. Basically, it's time for bed. So at 7:45, all of our main lights on our main floor either dim or turn off. Lullaby music actually starts playing from the speakers, and it sets up different places, like in our master level bedroom area, and it actually changes the lighting up there as well. So that's one of the scenes that we have. That's
genius parenting, because now your kids can never hate mom and dad for bedtime. They'll just hate Alexa.
Yep.
So you just completely put all of that onto an inanimate object, artificial intelligence, Alexa. So she's the bad parent. That's nice. What other scenes do you have?
So, as I alluded to earlier, the one big thing that we wanted to do was control our lighting exteriorly. Mm-hmm. And so I have it set up now. So based on the sunrise and sunset time, the exterior lights come on and off.
Okay.
So that's just a very basic thing that I don't actually have to think about anymore. I don't have to control. It just automatically, when the sun is setting, my exterior lights turn on, and then when the sun rises, they all turn off.
Oh, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. So you have like environment-based commands.
Yes, yeah. So I don't even have to think about it. It just does it.
That is awesome. So I don't have that kind of setup. I have a Samsung SmartThings hub. Really, I want to get into the lighting to do like you said, bedtime. That's a great idea to kind of push the hate from the child onto the Amazon Alexa. But also, I mean, it's really cool. Like, for example, it's Blue Friday today because the Colts are in the playoffs.
They are.
That's why we're celebrating here. So if I had some people over and they scored a touchdown, I could yell a vocal command like Colts touchdown, and I could have like blue lights flashing in my house. That's why I want smart lights for stupid stuff like that. But I can do that because I've got smart stats and lights and fire sticks and cameras and things like that. Do you have any cameras in the house?
We do. So since we carry all the Google products here, I have an army of Nest cameras around the house and interiorly, and so we use those also for like motion control. So if you were to go downstairs, say in the wee hours of the morning to grab a drink, certain lights would come on dimly to help you see, and then as soon as you would go back upstairs, they would turn off.
So the camera is doing the motion sensing, so you can set that up in the Wink hub that if it detects motion, to turn on this light at this percentage.
Certain level, like 10%.
That is amazing. And contractors can sell that too. They can absolutely do that and start with the thermostat. Now, we don't sell the lights yet. I feel like we just keep getting pushed more and more into that area. If we keep talking about smart homes, we're going to have to carry all this stuff, which I hope we do so I can get some discounts on these. So here's another cool thing about Tyler, and you might want to show some videos on here. You're like a drone expert. here. You've got the coolest drone ever, and you do like a lot of the aerial shots. Right now, you're doing aerial shots for the construction of the building. You did our company. Like, how did you get into this drone world? Because you were like an aficionado.
I really got into it because of a project that we were going to do here at Jackson Systems, where we were going to do a case study on one of our installations.
Oh.
And they had a really, really cool building, and we wanted to do some aerial photography of the building itself.
Was it the clubhouse?
It was the clubhouse.
You got that because of the clubhouse?
Yep.
No way. I was there for that.
Yeah, I was really enjoy flying drones and
Yeah.
airplanes and other stuff besides, but we really wanted to do some really nice photography, so I went and got FAA certified.
Whoa.
So I have a, Part 107 certification.
Don't know what that means, but I assume that means you can just fly it.
That means I can
places?
fly it commercially. That's
Oh.
really what it means.
Oh, okay. Very cool. You have anybody try to shoot that down going into their private property?
Nope, not yet. But people
Thinking
always
it's the
come
government?
over and say hi and like, oh, what do you got? Oh, it's a drone.
A spy drone.
Yep.
That's what everyone thinks.
Yep.
Very cool. All right. Well, Tyler, as you are well aware, we do a peek and pit here for the week. It's been a short week with all the holidays and stuff, and we don't have the tree anymore, so Christmas is over. It's 2019. What's your peek and pit for 2019?
2019?
Yeah, peek and pit.
Well, probably my peak was actually New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
Were you peeking New Year's Eve? Know what I'm saying?
It was a lot of fun. We
Know what I'm
had a evening out, and ironically, my boys stayed up all the way till
Really?
midnight.
So wait,
know.
you and the wife went out and the boys stayed home?
No, yeah, the boys stayed home with the dog. The dog's a great babysitter. Highly recommend it.
You just left like small children with your dog and just left the house?
Don't you?
I don't have a dog.
Well, that's a
I have a
reason to get
6-month-old.
reason to get a dog, right?
Yeah, now. I mean, I didn't know that they could babysit.
Yeah, no, some of our friends, we went over to their house and just had a great evening playing games, and then they have some kids as well, and they stayed up.
Nice.
We all watched the ball together. So that was my first Christmas Eve with a ball drop with my sons.
New Year's Eve, you mean?
New Year, yeah, not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve.
You did peak
I
on
did, yeah.
New Year's. Wow. So they stayed up the whole time. Now, you know, that's funny you mentioned that. I'll get to your pit, but I also stayed up way later than I thought I would.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a couple's house who also had a kid at the same time, and we stayed up till 3 a.m. I have not stayed up till 3 a.m. in years, and this was before I had a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the pit was paying for it, not sleeping.
Yeah, the next morning.
But the peak, though, was the next day. We just laid around and did nothing. We ate Popeye's chicken because it was open, the spicy kind, because we love Popeyes. And, yeah, we just laid around and watched movies all day. It was awesome. It was awesome. Sorry. So what was the pit for 2019?
I think my pit is that I am starting training for the 5K/mini marathon.
Oh, you're doing that again.
I am. Yep. So I got new running shoes.
Nice.
And they killed my feet on the first run.
Yeah, you got to break them in.
So
Got to break them in.
that was probably my pit, was trying to walk the next day.
Yeah, not fun. You know, we've got a training also. I was thinking about this. Don't we have a training coming up here?
We
pretty
do
soon?
on the 17th.
17th. How's that for a terrible segue? Bad shoes to, hey, we have a training in a couple weeks on the 17th.
Yes, yes. So we're going to be talking, we're actually having field engineering.
It's
as
a
doing live episode.
First ever live episode. So give us a quick synopsis and we'll close out.
Yeah, so we are going to be bringing Phil Kimball back
Awesome.
on, and we're doing a live episode of field engineering, talking about zoning and some ways that you can troubleshoot problems out in the field.
Very cool. I look forward to that. That's going to be exciting. Very new. Very cool. Well, Tyler, thanks for coming on. Happy New Year's to everyone out there watching Cocktail Happy Hour and all the other videos we produce that he produces. You do a great job, and we really do appreciate it, Tyler. You are a man of many skills around here and probably drastically underpaid. See, I got you another raise there. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching the first 2019 episode of Happy Hour. I'm JD Break. Tyler Hirschberger. We'll see you next time. Cheers. Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to smack that like button below. And if you want notifications on brand new videos that are coming out tailored just for you, be sure to subscribe right here to the Jackson Systems YouTube channel. Now, if there's some videos you missed, you can always check it out right here. Go ahead and click subscribe. Other videos, like.